ago, we were watching a video called the 1952 Flatwoods Incident by Forgotten History, because I'm bored.
September 12th, 1952. Two brothers, Eddie and Freddie May, and their friends Neil Nunley and Tommy Heyer, all residents of the small town of Flatwoods, located in Braxton County, West Virginia, are playing on the lawn of the Flatwoods Elementary School just before dusk. Suddenly, bright light streaks across the sky and appears to crash into a hillside on Fisher's farm. The boys can't believe their eyes, then proceed to run towards the crash to see what it was they saw in the sky. The Mays' home was on the way to the crash site, so they stopped to tell their mother, Kathleen May, what they had seen. Kathleen grabs Peepaw's shotgun off the fireplace mantle, then gets their neighbor, a National Guardsman, Eugene Lemon, and the boys, and make their way towards the crash site. According to their accounts, what happens next is extraordinary. So what did they actually see? Was it just a meteor or something else? And was it covered up by the government? Let's try and find out. Hello, I'm Mike Joberg, Marine Corps veteran and filmmaker, and we will try to answer these questions on today's episode of Forgotten History.
Yep.
After trekking through the forest,
You in a minute.
and upon reaching the crash site, the group sees a pulsing red light. Lemon shines his flashlight up the hill, and that's when the group witnesses a terrifying sight. A 10-foot tall creature with a head shaped like a spade and what appeared to be a dark metal dress. The creature's hands were twisted and clawed, and what seemed to be its eyes glowed in eerie orange color. It appeared to levitate off the ground, and a strange foul mist hung in the air. The creature hisses and glides towards the group, terrifying them as they flee. This creature will be later dubbed the Flatwoods Monster. Later, some of the group suffer from throat irritation, vomiting, and nausea, which persisted for days. These symptoms were passed off as side effects of hysteria, but it's worth noting that these are also telltale signs of exposure to toxic gas. May and Lemon reported the incident to local authorities, who searched the area that night but saw, heard, and smelled nothing. According to UFO writer Gray Barker's account, the next day, a Lee Stewart Jr. of the Braxton Democrat claimed to have discovered skid marks in the field in an odd gummy deposit, which were subsequently attributed by UFO enthusiast groups as evidence of a flying saucer. Another sighting of the creature was reported by Miss Audra Harper not long before the infamous sighting on Fisher's farm. Harper claims to have seen the monster while walking through the woods near her home in the town of Heaters, which is about 5 miles north of Flatwoods. Harper and her friend were walking to a nearby store. They took a shortcut through the forest. About a half mile into their trip, they noticed a ball of fire on one of the hills they were passing. At first, Harper dismissed it, assuming that one of her neighbors was fox chasing. However, when she glanced back, she saw something unbelievable. A dark silhouette of a man-shaped figure fitting the same descriptions of the Flatwood Monster. Terrified, Harper and her friend ran, escaping what they believed would have been their deaths. The day after the September 12th incident in Flatwoods, another strange sighting occurred near Strange Creek, about 20 miles south of Flatwoods. Reportedly, George and Edith Snitowski and their 18-month-old son were driving through the rural area between Clay and Braxton County on Route 4 when their car suddenly died. Mr. Snitowski attempted to restart the car to no avail. It was nighttime and the road was deserted. While the Snitowskis were trying to decide what to do, a foul, sulfurous smell filled the air, and their baby began to cry. A strange bright light filled the darkness, and the couple witnessed a 10-foot tall creature hovering in front of the car. The description is similar to that of the original sightings, except the monster was not wearing what is presumed to be its spade-shaped hood. Instead, its head was reportedly reptilian and bony. The creature dragged its lizard-like hand across the hood of the car before drifting away into the woods. As soon as the monster was out of sight, the car restarted and the couple sped away. Almost 50 years later, after investigating the case in the year 2000, Joel Nichol of the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry concluded that the bright light in the sky reported by the witnesses on September 12th was most likely a meteor, because reports of a meteor had been observed across 3 states that night, including Maryland, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. 3 flashing red aircraft beacons were also visible from the area of the sighting, which could account for descriptions of a pulsating red light and a red tint on the face of the supposed monster. Nichol concluded that the shape, movement, and sounds reported by witnesses were also consistent with the silhouette, flight pattern, and call of a startled barn owl perched on a tree limb, leading researchers to conclude that the foliage beneath the owl may have created the illusion of the lower portion of the creature. Researchers also concluded that the witnesses' inability to agree on whether the creature had arms, combined with May's report of having small claw-like hands which extended in front of it, also matched the description of a barn owl with its talons gripping a tree branch. Whatever your thoughts on the matter, these stories have become an eerie folktale, creating a fascinating culture in small towns around the county. An ice cream shop called The Spot opened in Flatwoods, offering a photo op with a painted iteration of the monster. Also, a museum dedicated to the monster's story operates in the town of Sutton, a few miles south of Flatwoods. 5 huge chairs, built and painted in the monster's image, have been erected around the county. Although the monster has not been seen since the original incident in 1952, its impact on the rural community has been huge. So were these sightings just hysteria, or did they really happen? I don't know about you, but I wouldn't confuse a 10-foot alien with a barn owl. However, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching Forgotten History. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments or show ideas, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks again.
Personally, I enjoyed that in a way because, when I played Fallout 76, it had the, like these, the Pip-Boy tapes of, or notes of the, of basically the Flatwoods incident, but in, like, the game world. And, yeah, I've always been into these kind of things. So, yeah, it wasn't bad. It was kind of short. It was short. You got a good amount of information in a short amount of time, which I like. And yeah, that's all. That's all I got. See you next time.